Someone secretly recorded you and is planning to share it for their personal gain. A broken bar. Archangel Michael says, I have been sent to you in this very moment because something in the unseen has been brought into the light. You may not know it yet, but there is a hidden plan unfolding behind your back, a plan born of envy, greed, and a twisted hunger for control. Someone, in the shadows, has captured something of you without your permission, without your knowledge, and they believe they hold power over you. They think they can use it to twist your story, to manipulate how others see you, to profit from your pain. I see it clearly. At the moment they pressed record, they did not just capture an image or a sound, a broken bar, they captured their own downfall. For what they intended for evil is about to be turned into a weapon against them. They believe you are unaware, that you will be blindsided. But I am here to tell you that Heaven's watchtower has already sounded the alarm, and every hidden thing is being exposed. Listen to me closely. A broken bar. This is not just about a recording. This is about your destiny, your reputation, your divine assignment. You have been chosen for something far greater than their schemes, and the enemy knows it. That is why he has sent people who operate in darkness, whisperers, manipulators, spies, to try to entangle you in a web of shame and distraction. But I tell you now, the net they have set for you, they themselves will fall into. Even now, I see them replaying the recording in their mind, imagining how they will use it to embarrass you, to control you, or to sell their lies for their personal gain. They are convinced that this is their moment of victory. But what they do not see is that Heaven has already dispatched angels to dismantle their plans. That file, that clip, that secret piece of information they think gives them power, it will be turned to dust in their hands. Child of light, you must understand the urgency of this moment. This is the test of your spirit. Do not act in panic. Do not let fear speak for you. Instead, stand still and watch as the Almighty reveals the truth. There is no device, no storage, no hidden server that can hide from the gaze of the one who created all things. Even now, the Spirit of God is sweeping through every dark corner where this recording has been stored. I see angels moving like lightning, scattering their plans, confusing their communication, breaking the chain of people who would spread this evil. But there is something more you need to know. A broken bar. This attack was not random. It came because you are on the verge of something monumental. Your next chapter carries influence, breakthrough, and blessings so significant that those who envy you cannot bear to see it come to pass. They want to stain your name before the door opens. But in trying to destroy you, they have only confirmed to Heaven that you are ready for your elevation. Do you feel that stirring in your chest? That is not fear, that is the Spirit of God rising up within you. It is the awareness that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Yes, they may have formed it. Yes, they may have planned to release it. But it will not prosper. Instead, what was meant to humiliate you will only highlight your strength, your resilience, and your divine covering. I am placing a shield over you now, a shield that not only blocks the arrow but sends it back to the sender. I decree that the very recording they thought would destroy you will either disappear entirely or be revealed for the deception it truly is. Every viewer, every listener, every potential believer in their lies will instead see the truth so clearly that their hearts will turn in your favor. This is not just a protection, this is a reversal. The person who sought to gain from your pain will find themselves exposed, and the world will know the truth about their intentions. There is no gain in the kingdom of God through the destruction of the innocent, and Heaven will not allow it to stand. You have been carrying the weight of battles you didn't even know you were fighting. But now, The veil is being lifted. I have been instructed to walk beside you in this season, to whisper when you need guidance, to strengthen you when the pressure rises. You are not alone, and you never will be. Mark my words, within a short time, you will see a dramatic shift. The whispers will go silent. The threats will vanish. The tension in your spirit will lift. And when you look back, you will realize that this moment was not the end they planned for you, but the beginning of your public victory. The hand of God is writing your story, and no hidden recording can erase what heaven has declared over you. Stand in peace. Stand in truth. Stand in the unshakable knowledge that you are protected, vindicated, and elevated in this very hour. And remember, when God steps in, there is no room for fear, because the battle is no longer yours. It belongs to Him. Archangel Michael says, I have been sent to you in this exact moment because the heavens have shown me what is happening behind your back, in places you cannot see. There is someone moving in shadows, someone who thinks their secrecy makes them powerful. They have captured something of you without your permission, without your knowledge, and now they are holding it as if it is a weapon. I see the way they look at it, the way they imagine using it, and not for truth, not for justice, but for their personal gain. They think they are in control. They believe that with this, they can twist your story, change the way others see you, and take advantage of your name. But what they do not understand is that the moment they pressed record, they stepped into the watchful gaze of heaven. They may have hidden their device from human eyes, but they have not hidden from the sight of the Almighty. Every second of their plan has been exposed in the courts of heaven, and judgment has already been written against it. This is not a coincidence. This is a sign that you are stepping into something so significant, so life-changing, that the enemy is desperate to stop it. He knows you are close to your breakthrough, to the release of what God has promised you, so he sends those who walk in darkness to try to stain your name before the door opens. But hear me, the door is already unlocked. Their scheme cannot close it. Right now, angels are moving faster than you can imagine. I see them surrounding every device, every file, every hidden place where this recording might live. I see them confusing communication, breaking connections, scattering plans. I see messages they intended to send suddenly not delivering, people they thought would support them turning away. Heaven is dismantling their strategy piece by piece. Child of light, I need you to hear this. Do not act in fear. Do not rush into their trap. The enemy wants you to react in anger or desperation, but you must stand in stillness and let the Lord fight for you. Your silence, guided by wisdom, will be more powerful than anything you could say right now. And when the truth comes out, because it will, I will not have to defend yourself. The evidence will defend you. This is not only about protection, it is about reversal. The one who thought they would profit from your pain will instead face the weight of their own actions. The trap they set for you will become the pit they fall into. And the strange part is, what they meant for your humiliation will instead reveal your strength. Those who hear about it will see your integrity, your grace, your unshakable spirit, and they will turn in your favor. Do you feel that stirring inside? That is not fear, that is the Spirit of God reminding you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The recording exists, but its power over you does not. The one who holds it will lose their grip, because heaven is already writing the end of this story. In the days ahead, you will notice small signs, messages going silent, unexpected support from places you didn't expect, sudden peace replacing your anxiety. These will be reminders that the shield over you is unbreakable. And when the dust settles, you will rise from this not just unharmed, but elevated, because what was meant to destroy you will have pushed you directly into your next season. I have been assigned to walk with you through this, to remind you that your destiny is untouchable when you are under divine covering. There is no video, no image, no secret, no lie that can erase what God has written over your life. Stand firm. The truth will speak louder than their lies. Your name will shine brighter than their shadows. Your destiny will outlast their schemes. And soon, this will be nothing more than a testimony of how heaven had defended you in a battle you didn't even know how to fight. Archangel Michael says, I am standing beside you now, not as a distant voice, but as a warrior sent on assignment for your protection. You may not realize it, but the atmosphere around you has been thick with whispers, rumors, and invisible hands trying to pull threads from the fabric of your life. Someone has stepped into the role of a deceiver, not because of anything you've done wrong, but because they cannot bear the thought of you walking into your promised place untouched by scandal or distraction. They waited for the perfect moment, a moment they thought you were vulnerable, distracted, and least expecting it. They captured something, held it in secrecy, and told themselves that they now hold a power over you that could bend your future to their will. I see the smirk on their face when they replay it. I see them imagining the ways they could release it, spread it, sell it, or twist it to damage your name. But I tell you this, before they even pressed record, the heavens already had the countermeasure in place. There is no image, no recording, no captured moment that escapes the sight of the Lord. And though they believe this will be their triumph, it will become their undoing. Do you know why the enemy tries so hard to create shadows around you? Because your light has become too bright to ignore. The very fact that someone would risk their reputation, their peace, and even their soul to attempt this means you have stepped into a territory of influence that frightens the darkness. The enemy cannot steal your blessing directly, so he sends agents to create chaos, to distract you, to intimidate you, to make you question your worth. But I have been sent to tell you, their plan has an expiration date, and it is much sooner than they think. Even now, the very people they expect to help them spread this will begin to pull away. The doors they thought would open for their scheme will slam shut. The words they wanted to release will be caught in their throat. The recording itself will lose its power, for truth has a way of dismantling every false intention. I see a divine covering wrapping around you like a cloak. It is woven from every prayer you've prayed in secret, every time you've chosen integrity when no one was watching, every time you've forgiven when you could have retaliated. That covering is now your shield, and it is impenetrable. There is a shift happening right now in the spiritual realm. Heaven is not just protecting you, it is preparing to turn this situation into your elevation. The same voices they hoped would condemn you will instead defend you. The same eyes they wanted to fill with suspicion will see you in a new light. What they hoped would break you will become a platform for your next season. Do not waste your energy trying to chase down every rumor or correct every lie. The truth will walk into the room without your permission, and when it does, every shadow will scatter. The one who sought to gain from your downfall will find themselves standing alone, exposed for what they truly are. And you will remain untouched, unshaken, and unbroken. There will come a moment soon when you will look back on this and realize that it was never really about the recording at all. It was about the enemy's last attempt to stop what is already written in your destiny. It was about trying to shake your confidence right before you stepped into your next blessing. But instead of stopping you, this will accelerate you. I have been ordered to place a mark of protection on you. It is unseen by human eyes but visible to every spirit, every plan, every force that tries to come against you. This mark tells them, you cannot touch this one. You cannot silence this one. You cannot stop this one. And when the story of this moment is told, it will not be about their scheme, and it will be about how you stood in the fire and came out without even the smell of smoke. The one who formed this weapon will watch as it dissolves in their own hands. They will try to understand how their plan slipped away, how their advantage disappeared. But you will know. You will know it was because heaven stepped in. This is the moment to hold your peace, to stay rooted in your faith, and to let the one who fights for you finish the battle. The outcome is already decided and it ends with your victory. Archangel Michael says, I have come to you in this hour because the battle over your name has reached its peak. What is unfolding in secret has been whispered in the courts of heaven, and the verdict has already been declared. It will not be destroyed. I see the hidden place where they sat, the way their eyes darted as they prepared to take from you what they had no right to touch. I see their hands holding the device, their heart racing, their mind calculating how they could twist this for their own profit. They told themselves this was their chance, their opportunity to get ahead, to gain influence, to feed their greed. They believe that by holding this recording, they have gained an advantage over you. They think they can trap you in fear, make you doubt yourself, make you shrink back. But what they do not realize is that the moment they pressed that button, the moment they tried to use you for their gain, they placed themselves in direct opposition to heaven's will. I am telling you now, they have stepped into dangerous territory. Not because of you alone, but because you are a chosen vessel. You are under divine assignment. And anyone who touches what God has called his own is not just touching you, they are touching the very hand of God. Even now, I see the unraveling begin. It starts small, a misstep here, a delay there, a person they expected to support them suddenly going silent. Then the web they thought they had woven so tightly begins to loosen. Contacts disappear. Their confidence fades. Their so-called evidence becomes a burden they can no longer carry without it turning against them. And you, though you may feel the weight of the threat, though you may feel the pressure of what could happen, they will find an unexplainable peace washing over you. Because deep down, you will begin to sense what I am telling you now: God is not going to let this destroy you. Listen to me. There is a reason this attack is happening now. You are on the edge of a great shift. Your next season is filled with blessings, opportunities, and influence that will change the course of your life. The enemy cannot stand the thought of you stepping into it, so he sends someone to try to bind you with fear before you take the step. But this fear will not hold you. Instead, this battle will strengthen you. Every plan they have made, every person they have tried to involve, every step they have taken to prepare the release, all of it is now under divine scrutiny. And I tell you, as the one who has been commanded to fight for you, I will not let them win. I will stand at every doorway they try to walk through. I will block every message they try to send. I will confuse every alliance they try to form. There will come a moment soon when they will realize they have no power over you. What they thought would make you crumble will instead make you unshakable. What they thought would bring you shame will instead be used as a testimony of God's covering. And they will know they were never in control. You must hold your ground now. Do not waste your energy on fear. Do not let your mind run to the what-ifs the enemy tries to plant. Instead, keep your eyes fixed on the one who defends you without fail. For the truth is this: the battle is already over. The outcome is already sealed, and your victory is already written. I have been instructed to remind you that the blessing over your life is not fragile. It cannot be stolen by hidden recordings, by schemes in the dark, by the greed of others. It is anchored in heaven, and no human hand can pull it down. When this passes, and it will, I will see the wisdom of holding your peace. You will see how God turned the schemes of your enemy into the proof of his protection. You will see how their greed became their downfall, and how your faith became your strength. And in that moment, you will walk forward untouched, untainted, and completely free. For nothing they tried to use against you could withstand the fire of divine justice. Archangel Michael says, you must understand the depth of what is unfolding around you right now. In the natural, it may seem like just a recording, just a piece of information, just a moment captured without your consent. But in the spiritual, this is an attack on your very calling, on the assignment you were sent here to fulfill. This is not a random act, it is a calculated attempt to stain your name so your influence will be weakened before the great door opens for you. I have been watching the one who holds this. I have seen the thoughts that run through their mind late at night, the excitement they feel at the idea of gaining something from your discomfort. I have seen how they practice their story in their head, imagining the reaction of others, imagining the attention it will bring them. But what they fail to realize is that their plan was intercepted in the spirit long before they even began to carry it out. You are not without defense. Every word you've spoken in prayer, every tear you've shed in private, every time you've chosen righteousness over revenge, these have all been stored up as weapons in your favor. They have created a shield around you that is not visible to the human eye but is impenetrable in the spiritual realm. And that shield is active right now. The enemy is counting on you to panic. He is hoping you will react in fear, lash out, or make a move that will give your opponent the advantage. But you are not called to play the game on their terms. You are called to stand still and let heaven fight for you. I am telling you, do not chase the storm, for the storm is already collapsing on itself. Already I see signs that their confidence is cracking. Someone they thought was on their side is beginning to question them. A door they were counting on is beginning to close. The timing they thought was perfect is beginning to shift. And soon, the very evidence they are holding will feel heavier than they can carry. You are walking into a moment where the tables will turn without you having to lift a finger. The one who tried to shame you will face their own exposure. The one who plotted against you will be forced to explain why they moved in deception. And you, the one they tried to corner, will walk out with your head high and your reputation intact. Do not underestimate what God is doing in the background. You cannot see every detail now, but you will soon. And when you do, you will understand why I kept telling you to hold your peace. You will see that every delay, every closed mouth, every step you took in faith was part of a much larger plan, one designed not only to protect you but to elevate you. This is not just the ending of their plan. This is the beginning of a new chapter.